To all our beautiful subscribers, we say thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're new here, we are happy you find us. Please don't forget to like our video, subscribe to our channel, and hit on the notification bell so you'll be notified for more upcoming videos. In the comment section, please note the regretful comments. Thank you. Greetings from Vasika Sagrada Familia. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much, sir, for the amazing submission. I hope you would listen. But it's not talking. It's not talking. It's on the slide. It's not talking. It's just, vibing to the music he was playing. But yeah, thank you so much, sir, for the amazing submission. Please give knowledge. Well done, sir. Thank you. Mr. Essay, are you still talking to us? Or do you have any advice for Kpaied?
Oh, sir, you say something about the key evidence, that somebody have a key evidence to this case. Do you believe that the key evidence to this case, the person that can make everything work, is Baba Mohbad?
Again, sir, I am not responsible for how you interpret what I said. Now, I did not say key evidence. I said witness. Witness.
Okay.
Witness. I didn't say key evidence, sir.
Okay, witness. But to this case, to me, the way I see the case, the only person that can sort out this case is Baba Mohbad. Okay, God bless you, sir. Number one, Baba Mohbad need to get a right lawyer. Those are the people Baba Mohbad need to sue. At this point, there is no play. Number one, Baba Mohbad need to sue Wunmi, which is the wife of your son. Come to court, come and tell me what killed my son. That's number one person. Number two, Baba Mohbad need to take the sentiment away that Adura is my son. There's nothing like that. Sue Adura to court to come and tell me what killed your brother. Number three, Darosha. Why do you put salt on my son's chest? What happened before you put the salt on this boy's chest? Number four, person, Mohbad. Why do you wash the evidence away, the blanket? Even your sister said that my sister washed the blanket with the blood. Why do you wash it? The police have never arrested Mohbad to say, oh, why do you go there? The evidence we can use, why do you go and wash that blanket? Baba Mohbad saw the blanket. Why can't you sue Mohbad? Who tell you to go and wash that blanket? Why do you wash it? You see all these people, by the time they arrested them, take them to court, from there, the door will open. They will start inviting different people. Baba Mohbad is a player, is the one that controls the feed. Get a right lawyer, not the lawyer that's saying, oh, why can't your lawyer talk in coroner inquest to invite so people? Why can't you invite Mohbad to coroner inquest to ask Mohbad the question, why do you wash the blanket? What do you see? But the way, to me, I'm sorry, the way I see it is like these people, I don't know, they are the only one can say what is going is around the circle. Because it's like they are not even saying the truth to the public, to let the public know what is really going on.
Okay. Mr. Essie, thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. Let me, I am not a lawyer, and I'm also not a law enforcement agent. but I have some basic understanding of how the law works. Baba Mohbad is not the Nigerian police. Baba Mohbad is not a lawyer. He is a victim here. You see, all of these things that you are counting on Baba Mohbad, that he should have sued this, he should have sued that, he should have sued that. That is the job of the police. That's the job of the police. This is not a case of somebody is owing me, hold on, sir. Somebody is owing me money, or you have a tenant who did not pay you and you are taking them to court, or somebody do something. This case of Mohbad rests squarely on the desk of the police. Baba Mohbad will not have needed a lawyer. If you, if me, if Mommy, if everybody of this show right now believe in the Nigerian police, if we all have the confidence that the Nigerian police will do the right thing, Baba Mohbad will not need a lawyer. If we will need a lawyer at most, it will be a lawyer that will guide him, that will tell him things, that will interpret the law to him, that will help him read documents, that will help him interpret what the police is doing, that will explain things to him, or that will help him communicate what he thinks should be done. That's all he will need. Ordinarily, it should be the police. One moment, sir. It should be the police. Have you asked? When Folashade came out and said she saw the sister washing duvet with blood, why is it that the police has not gone to arrest Folashade and ask her, come, what did you see? The driver said that 3 guys came out of the house at 3 a.m. He said it before the court of law. Why is it that, is it Baba Mohbad that will go and question or interrogate or investigate? That's not the job of Aloba. We need to put this thing in context.
Sir.
That's not the job of Aloba. And anything that have to do with this type of thing, it is the state. It is the state that have that responsibility backed up by law to carry out investigation, to ensure that everybody who is culpable in the matter are put before the court of law, not Mr. Aloba. We need to get this thing clear. Mr. Aloba may need a lawyer. I've said the most the lawyer can do at this point is to advise him, is to guide him, is to tell the government, do the right thing, do this, is to help him write letter, is to help him say this, that's all he needs to do. That's what the most that the lawyer can do. But the bulk of it stops at the table of the Nigerian police. Aloba was not in that house. Aloba did not see them when they fought at the show. Aloba did not see Wumi fighting Mohbad in the car. Aloba did not see the 3 people who came out of the house at 3 a.m. to, emergency or Mohbad. Aloba did not see all of that. Aloba did not see when the boy was being Mohbad. And may I also remind you that Aloba has told the Nigerian police, even if it is my own mother that you found out had a hand in what happened to my son, charge her to court. He said it. He already petitioned the police. Petitioned, against Jeffrey, who embalmed the boy. He has said it many times that arrest Adura, arrest him if you find this. So I don't know.
Sir,
what else
you say, sorry, sir, you say something. You say you have a little experience about the law, but you
not experience, not experience, understanding.
Understanding, okay.
Yeah.
But do you know that sometimes in the law, when a case is on the ground like this and the police, they don't do their job, you have a right, you can sue the person you think and take it to court and let the court establish the case.
Not in a case.
The Nigerian system, Mr. IC.
Not in a case like this. Okay. This is a case sir. Of whoever has been. Look, you see, this case is whoever the police found to be culpable versus the state. the state versus the nurse, the state versus Adura, the state versus Mohbad, the state versus Cynthia Omoumi Adebanjo, the state versus DJ Bami, the state versus the nonsensical police who refuse to do it. That's it. It is not Aloba versus no. It doesn't work like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that, but I understand what you're saying. You know, Baba has been doing the best he could. He's been doing the best he could. You understand? So.
Well, the only thing I see is Baba need to change a lawyer.
Well, that's an advice, and I'm sure he's listening right now.
The law is not all about being a son. No, it's more than that.
But even if Baba changed the lawyer, the case is still the state's case. Even if Baba changed the lawyer now.
No, sir, hold on, sir. You and I, we are born in Nigeria. We are seeing so many cases that late Chief Gani Fayemu, may so rest in perfect peace, are taken to court against the state, and the state doesn't do anything, or federal government doesn't do anything. But Chief Gani Fayemu continue to call them out every day. When you have a lawyer, if your lawyer cannot go to the media and say, no, we are not accept this judgment, I will tell Baba that man is not a lawyer. Your lawyer is supposed to be on the stand and call the government out.
Correct.
No.
Yes, you are right. You see what you're saying.
That is why I'm telling you, sir, that the law is not all about being a son. Son is just a paper, a name.
No, you
law
know, even
is more than that.
Mr. Ese, you see, let's forget about son. The lawyer could be anybody. But based on what you said now, that Baba needs a lawyer that will go out there and advocate for his case and push for his case. Based on your own view, you feel that he needs to change that lawyer. I feel the same way too. A lot of people feel the same way too. A lot of people even believe that the lawyer is doing well. So
it is not doing anything, because if when you have a lawyer, you are fighting a government. And we are talking about the homicide, like you said, and which is murder. Even in Western world,
homicide is not murder, sir. Homicide is not murder.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, homicide, murder. Even in the Western world, where you are fighting a government, your lawyer will go to the media and call them out every time to time, back to back.
You are right. You see, even in Burkina Faso,
your son cannot even do that. For example, look at this lawyer, Dele Farotimi, against Afe Babalola. Mr. Farotimi go to the media every time and say his own mind and say it out every time. Those are the people that call a lawyer, call them back to back, not just being a son, saying I'm a son. 25 million naira is not a joke. They can't sit on the streets.
Well, Mr. Ese, that's your opinion, and I love the way you have beautifully expressed it. And I appreciate that. You see, you are one person, millions of people also agree with you. Same way, millions of people have different view. But the beautiful thing is that Baba Mohbad is listening to you. He just listening to you. He heard what you just said. But the ultimate decision lies with him. As regards his lawyer, the performance of his lawyer is up to him, right? But we, the people, the government should be in our focus. The police, who has failed, who continue to, I'm telling you, the police in Burkina Faso here, they laugh and make fun of the Nigerian police. They make jest of them. That how could somebody take a dead body to you at the police station and then you will tell them to take it away without questioning, without asking for any whatever? No. So again, the government, the case rests with the government. They are the prosecutor in this type of case. They are the prosecutor. There are exceptions, but it has process. It has not gotten to that point as yet. So, but right now, Baba Mohbad can't do anything. Change lawyer, change. The only thing that the lawyer is doing to Baba Mohbad right now is assisting him to understand the law. Is advisory. I should put it that way. It is advisory. The role of any lawyer, whether Ganifawe Enyimio, whether Beko Ransom Kutio, whether Dele, whatever, their role to Baba Mohbad right now is advisory. Help him to understand document, help him to understand what the law says, explain to him what happened in court, that. If the judge asks, Baba Mohbad, do you have any question? The lawyer could help him speak. That's the role. But in terms of prosecution, of those who were in the house or those who facilitated the invitation of the nurse or the nurse herself or Wunmi herself, that is the state. That is the state. So Baba Mohbad or no Baba Mohbad, it's not within his purview right now to charge somebody that is culpable in this case. No.
Sir, you say that is the state. You are right, sir, 100% right. But sometimes, you see, when a case going like that, the federal government and the state government, because we know that the word then say law is just like a secret court. But sometimes that was a thing you need to do. Sometimes you need to put the government in a corner that the government cannot escape anymore. Then do that in Western world. When the case going like this, when you see that the way the government is taking the case, you go to the media with your clients, do every interview you can do. Every day, call the government out. By the time the government will see that, you know what, at this point, we don't have a choice than we need to look into this matter and let the government That is what Baba Mohbad needs, not telling me their advice. Why Baba Mohbad, a son, cannot go to the TV station with your client, grant an interview every day, back to back. By the time you get to the stage, government will... Now, election is coming. Tinubu want to go for a second time. Whoever, maybe someone who want to go, I don't know, whoever. But APC doesn't want to lose. Those are the things that will even give you a more power. Those are the things. You can see that, oh, it's not my business. It doesn't concern the death of my son. It concerns the death of your son. Use the avenue. Call them out. By the time you started saying it on the TV that we vote for you, is it this government that we vote for that cannot give us a justice? They don't want to lose. And your lawyer, your son is there. He can't grant an interview on the TV, in a public, on your behalf. And you tell me you are paying the lawyer 25 million. No. It's not right. It's not right. I can tell you, and I can say it face to this lawyer that swear if you are not collecting anything from your opponent. What kind of thing is that? You are fighting for someone and that person wants a justice for his son, and you know that his government doesn't do anything. You're supposed to see is a clear picture that Baba Mohbad is fighting a government, not Wunmi. First of all, fight the government, put the government in a corner they cannot go anywhere. You will get to the stage, the government will have to change. Government need to change and now say, you know what, Wunmi or whatever that call you, whoever that be your godfather. We can see it. See what VDM do to that guy that's doing gay in Nigeria. He put them in a corner that they cannot escape anymore. He put that boy in a corner that they cannot escape anymore. Even Ganifa, sorry, what is this man, the lawyer, for what is this guy, the gay guy in Nigeria? Bodariski or whatever they call it. VDM put them in a corner to the extent that these people cannot move anymore. The only way the government can do is to surrender for VDM and say, okay, let the justice prevail. That is what Baba Mohbad needs to do. Because now you can see the clear picture. They don't want to give you give your son a good justice. So go outside there where you have a lawyer. Your lawyer is supposed to back you. There is no law that says you cannot go to a social media. There is no law that says you cannot go to for a press conference. Call out the government. Call out the governor, the state. But your lawyer is just saying, we sue DPP. It's not all about DPP. DPP take instruction from the federal government, then taking instruction from the president. It's the president that have a final say. Call the president out. Every day, call the name of the president on the TV. Don't use Nigerian TV. CNN is there in Nigeria. BBC is there. Call them. Let the international people see. Call the Nigerian government out every day. Then we get to the stage they don't have a choice than to say, you know what, at this point, this case need to get, this boy need to get what he deserves. But Baba Mohbad pay you 25 million, like I hear that you pay 25 million to a lawyer and your lawyer cannot even go to the TV station to grant an interview on your behalf or on behalf of... what are we saying here now? What are we saying? Where do you get that kind of... I'm sorry to use that word. I'm sorry. It's not everybody that they are calling a son that wants the son. I'm sorry to use that word. Because son is just like, rub my back, I will rub your back. Which everybody know in Nigeria. Some people, they don't want to be a son. But you rub a government back because it's government that giving a son. A good lawyer doesn't get a son easily. Before they give Chief Ganifayemu a son, then see that, okay, maybe when the man already want to leave the bar, people like, are you telling me? I still believe when you give that 25 million to Dele Farotimi, I believe by now something will change. A good lawyer doesn't get, they didn't get this thing easily. So Baba Mohbad need to look for another lawyer, not someone that cannot face the press, not someone cannot talk on your behalf. What kind of lawyer is that? It's okay. Oh, thank you, ma. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. I think we have actually used half of today's show for the Sun because we all listened to the C2C of Mohbad's lawyer. The only question that he was asked was mostly about Mohbad's royalty. The focus was actually on the royalty, which got me questioning, the fact that if he actually knew why he was employed, I would say, to come to the inquest to represent Mohbad and his dad, because he said in this interview before that I played earlier, he said that the inquest is about fact-finding, to ask questions about what happened to Mohbad, what Kpaied Mohbad. But in the end, the question that Sanshitu was asking was about royalty to Mohbad's lawyer, which I find very uncomfortable, I would say. I was not comfortable with that. Listening to that actually got me like, because if we actually had the opportunity that, okay, hold on, we're just going to have one lawyer ask him a question or the son ask him a question, it would be a failure for us to read the CTC and the vital questions were not asked. And that for me is a red flag. Like, don't quote me, okay? Don't quote me. If we go back to the WhatsApp group, we would realize that these people said they were not interested in the autopsy. But guess what? They were actually discussing about Mohbad's property. And Yaboju was also talking about his royalty. Correct me if I'm wrong, sir. He was talking about his royalty, and again, they said this lawyer, this son, was also has a professional relationship with Iyabo Ojo, who was actually in the WhatsApp group. And for me, before the coroner inquest actually invited the lawyer, which was Mohbad's lawyer before his demise, I was actually thinking that if San had the opportunity to meet Mohbad's lawyer, he would question him. Why did you not get the document required to facilitate taking his body to the morgue? Why did you know this? Why did you know that? I was disappointed to hear that he was just asking about royalty. It's really sad. It's sad. I don't know. It's really, really sad. Royalty. He ended his question. He started his question with royalty. He ended all question with royalty. Like, sir, this lawyer was at home. Your client met him in the same property where Mohbad was. You were not asking him all those questions. And oh gosh. Let's give it to all the other lawyers that were at the inquest on that day. Let's give it to them. All the lawyers that were at the inquest that asked the critical questions. I give it to you. The rest of the lawyers at the inquest, when Mohbad lawyer came, according to what we've read in the CTC, they made us realize that the nurse, our mom, and our lawyer actually went to the police station that night at 11 p.m., even though the lawyer eventually changed it back to 9 p.m. But with the questions that were asked by other lawyer, we were able to establish the fact that Mohbad's lawyer went to the police station with the nurse mother, and also the nurse lawyer. Look at that. And the nurse also stated that the Mohbad's lawyer also stated that they were given a document. All these questions were not asked by Sanshitu, like, what was the state? You met your client. What did you do to ensure that the right steps were taken, to protect your clients? I don't know, like, how could it be all about royalty here, did Naira Marley, did this, did that? Is that what Kpaied Mohbad? At least you should ask him, real questions that would point you to the direction of what happened that day. At least give us the clue about what happened when you arrived at the scene. I was expecting a lot, but at the end of the day, I don't know. God forbid. I don't know how I would employ a whole son, to question my God forbid, royalty. And what he was able to establish talking to this lawyer, Mohbad's lawyer, questioning him, was all about what Naira Marley had, with him. If Naira Marley paid him, if Naira Marley did, how many albums, this and that, his contract. Sir, that was not Kpaied Mohbad. That was not what Kpaied Mohbad. It's a shame. A very, very big shame that I had to listen to that CTC, and all I could hear from you. Thank you, sir. Mr. Season, thank you, sir. That is Season. Thank you for joining. All we could hear you ask your client's lawyer was about his royalty. You can't ask, like, what did you see in the house? Who was there? Imagine the way the other lawyers were asking the question. Mr. This is this. Who were the people in the property? The lawyer said there were 100 of people when he got there. And that also related to, if you relate that to what Baba said the same thing, that there were over 100 people. in that property on that day. The other lawyer also asked you, Mohbad's lawyer, that how come you said you, the nurse mother, the nurse lawyer, went to the police station when the father of the deceased said he arrived at 9? How is that possible? Then the lawyer changed it again and said, no, I didn't say 11. I said it was 9 p.m. All those critical moments, that is spent in that property before he left or before Mohbad's body was taken to the mortuary at Ikorodu. He didn't ask. It's really sad, and I don't know how I actually felt, listening to that. After listening to that, I don't know, I can't tell you how I actually felt about this. And would I even say that, could this also relate to someone saying that it was all about royalties? And it now makes sense, because listening to that, I didn't make that up. It was read in the CTC that the only question it was asking was royalty, but not the state of the clients that the person you were actually defending at the court, and why the people were there. What did you see the nurse? Did you see this? Did you see that? What did they told you happened to him? This and that. All of these questions were not asked. It was in my head that he was thinking, and he had already made up his mind that the nurse kpaied Mohbad. And the way things is going, negligence is a slap on the wrist for me. I would never, ever, ever accept negligence as what kpaied Mohbad. Negligence did not kpaied Mohbad. And I'm going to start on that. If anyone believed that Mohbad was kpaied by the nurse, that person is an anti-justice. If you believe that Nurse Feisha kpaied Mohbad, you are an anti-justice. If you understand on the fact that Nurse Feisha kpaied Mohbad, you are an anti-justice. And the way things are going is like some of these people, the way things are, let's just focus on negligence, because you're following the script of the WhatsApp group. The script of the WhatsApp group. The script that they wrote in 2023. We're here now in 2025, so we are expected as a member of the public to just, sing along with the song that the nurse kpaied Mohbad. The nurse, it was the result of the nurse negligence that Mohbad kpaied. Mohbad kpaied due to it didn't kpaied due to negligence, okay? And I'm not going to accept that. I'm not going to it's not in me at all that he kpaied due to negligence. So if you say that you are in justice for Mohbad, or you are representing the family to establish what actually kpaied Mohbad, and you think in your head that we're going to just leave it as so that nurse actually ended his life. No, it was not the nurse that actually kpaied Mohbad. It was stated. Even Darusha said in court, it was already smelling. So why would any